Hello. It is Tuesday here at Witches of the Moon, and this week is Astrology Week. I am going to show you an astrology spread, and typically I do this because it's a 12-card spread. I do this to represent the months of the year. I do it at the end of the year to kind of use it as a preview for the upcoming year. But because it's 12 cards, you can also use it as to represent each house of the zodiac. And as you know, each house is ruled by a sign of the zodiac. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is the Steampunk Tarot deck. I love that deck. I just got it for my birthday, so I haven't been working with it very long, but I really do enjoy this deck. It's a beautiful deck. So let's go ahead and get started. The first house in the zodiac is Aries, and that represents yourself. It represents your environment, how other people see you. The second house is ruled by Taurus. This is your money. This is your finances. This is your anything that has to do with money. This is maybe indication of a raise, your earnings, or anything like that. That is in your second house. Your third house is ruled by Gemini. That is travel and communication. Your fourth house is your hearth and home card. It is family. It could be your brothers and sisters, your parents. It's just family. It's your home life, and that is represented by Cancer. Your fifth house is ruled by Leo, and that is your pleasure. It's your love affairs. It's how you express yourself, your creativity. It's like I said, romance. It's ruled by Leo. Leo is a very passionate sign. This is actually supposed to go in a circle, and they're supposed to be spread out a little bit more. I just don't have any room. Your seventh house is ruled by Libra. That is the scales, that is balance, that is justice, things like that. So any kind of partnership, marriage, maybe going into business with somebody, any kind of legal matters, that would be the card that you would go to. Number 8 is ruled by Scorpio. This is beginnings and endings and sex and death, anything having to do with other people's money. That is ruled by, that's Scorpio. Your ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius, to me, they're very deep thinkers most of the time. So this has to do with, I've always attributed to planning things out. So whether it be planning out a long trip, planning out maybe your path and maybe education, whether it be putting your plans into motion for something that you want to achieve, and just deep thinking, things along those lines. So that is ruled by Sagittarius, and that is your ninth house. Number 10 is your career. It's ruled by Capricorn. It's your profession. It's how well you're going to do in your profession, your reputation in your profession, things like that. It's a little bit different than your money card, because yeah, money and career go hand in hand, but it could also, money can be brought in from other ways. So you can read those two together, I would think, and it would paint a bigger picture. But like I said, that's ruled by Capricorn. Number 11, the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. This is your friends. This is any kind of organization that you're involved in. Maybe you're involved in a charity. Maybe you're involved in, volunteer work, things like that. That's what that card represents. And number 12 is ruled by Pisces. Pisces is a very emotional sign. They're my husband is someone who does a lot of reflection inward. So this is always represented, when I saw Pisces, it always represents your subconscious, your secret fears, things like that. It could also represent any kind of danger or anything along those lines. If you have further questions about any of the cards that you've drawn, you can always pair it up. So if you wanted to know more about your career, you could put another card next to your Capricorn card, and it would paint out a bigger picture. You can read them all together, read them separate as completely different entities. And this spread works well because if you want a little bit more information about each one, and you're probably going to need a lot bigger space than what I've got here, you can put 6 cards on each house to paint a bigger picture as to what this is. But this is the 12 card spread for the houses of astrology. I actually got this spread out of a book that I think it was like Tarot Made Easy. And I don't even know if I have the book anymore. I couldn't find it. So what I'm telling you, I'm just kind of going off what I remember from doing it. But you can find this spread online, I'm sure, if you need any more, if you have any questions or you want it to go more in depth. Like I said, this is just something that I used a long time ago, and I use it about once or twice a year. And I had wrote some notes down from way back when, and that's what I was using for this. But I really do like this spread. It's a very thorough spread, and I like using it. This spread also with the 12 months of the year, but since we're doing astrology, I showed that. You can also read them together. So if you wanted to do 12 months of the year, you can read them together and do a second group of 12 to represent the 12 houses, and read them together, your whole year and your zodiac. I hope this is useful. I hope that you enjoy the video. I hope that astrology is a lot of fun. I really do believe that astrology plays a big part in who we are, and definitely the personalities. I'm married to a Pisces. I am a Gemini. That is one of the most difficult, matches in the zodiac, and I used to think that was bogus. Like, I read it in like teen magazine. I was like, oh, don't date a Pisces because no, it's difficult. They're not lying. So stuff like that, it's the truth. My husband and I have been together for a very long time, and we really had to work at smoothing out our edges because apparently I am not nearly as sensitive as I should be as a Gemini to his Pisces needs, and that has taken a lot of getting used to. So, anyway, I am really, really excited to see everybody's videos because I love astrology, and I hope this video is useful, and I hope that you all had a very nice and relaxed Yule, and I will see you next week, and blessed be.